Hey everyone. Hope you had a great day today, and it's going to be the beginning of the weekend real quick. So anyway, there's a lot of misinformation about direct sales companies, and sometimes Mary Kay gets included in misinformation. So I just wanted to come on and say a little bit about our company and what it means to be a part of Mary Kay Cosmetics, like how we're paid, and talk about inventory a little bit. So that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so first of all, sometimes people think that you have to buy a lot of inventory to be in Mary Kay Cosmetics, and actually, inventory is not required. And isn't that nice? So, if a person wants to purchase inventory in Mary Kay, of course you can. It's up to you. It's up to the individual, the consultant, that when she or he comes on board, do you want to purchase inventory? If so, you're going to have some different choices to get some free things, or if you just want to do a really small order and get 50% off, you have that option too. And it's only that small order is $225. That's wholesale. So you're going to get back $450 in retail of whatever products you use. And that's really unheard of, to get 50% off with absolutely doing nothing more than simply signing up. And to sign up and be in Mary Kay Cosmetics, it's only $35. And with that $35, you have all these really, really, really excellent opportunities. And you also have a website that Mary Kay Company manages, and is a really great website too. And so for your $35, you're a consultant, you've got all kinds of opportunities. And you've got education, and you've got another site online that you can utilize the different digital images. You can there's videos on there, there's modules to learn. There's a place where you can order from. And then you can set up your website, which is very, very simple. And then we use Stripe as our company that processes customers' credit cards. So you can sign up for that if you want to. And that's included too. The Stripe account is included for for your customers to be able to use if you do go ahead and take advantage of having that website. So being in Mary Kay Cosmetics, just those things alone is different from most direct sales companies, because most direct sales companies don't give 50% right from the beginning, if at all, if ever, without recruiting people. And in Mary Kay, recruiting is another avenue of income, so to speak. So from the beginning, you've got the choice of earning 50% on anything you do sell, and or just simply getting active is $225 wholesale, and that gives you that active status for the month that you order the $225, and then the 2 full months after that. And those 2 full months after that, you're active, and you can order any amount. Like if you want to order $10 or $20 and get 50% off for those 2 full months after you've done the $225 in the original month. So lots and lots of options. And then your website's active, see, for those times to get 50% off. It's always going to be available to people too. We started a new program in December where you have a website when you sign up to be a consultant in Mary Kay, and you pay the $35 to be a consultant, and you have a website. And let's say you order absolutely no inventory whatsoever, absolutely zilch, not even $10, nothing. You spend no more money than that $35. You're going to have the website. You can set it up through the consultant site that you're going to have access to, and then people can come and shop on your website because you've also signed up with Stripe, so that Stripe can deposit, take their customers' credit cards and then deposit money either in your bank account if you prefer, or if you don't want to do that, you can have a card that's shipped to you at the end of the month with the money that you've earned from people selling or people buying products on your website. And the company takes care of, all those orders, doing the packaging, the shipping, and processing the customer's credit card. And so um, you've done the part of becoming a consultant and then setting up your website, which is free and easy. The company will help you with that. And then there's also tutorials online, but it's very, very simple to do. And we'll all help you with that if you need help. But anyway, and people can come, you haven't bought any inventory, but you're a consultant now. So when you buy absolutely zilch inventory, if people come to your website and order, instead of you getting 50% at that point because you haven't ordered any product whatsoever, you're going to get 30%. Now that's unheard of too. I don't think there are any other companies that do that. So if somebody comes onto your site and orders $100, 30% of that's $30. So that's your $30. And maybe you told somebody you've got a website, or maybe you just put in, you can put in a couple of zip codes. So maybe somebody just came on marykay.com and put in their zip code, and you're in the same zip code. And so you came up as a choice and they shopped on your website. And now you've got $30 and you paid $35 to get in to Mary Kay. But that's just the beginning, isn't it? Because if you promote your website, which just tell people, or you can go to your personal website yourself and click on a product. You can click on the catalog. You can click on an article or something, or you can click on whatever you want to share with a potential customer or a friend or a family member. And then they can open that link or click on it or whatever, and it'll take them right to your website. And it'll tell them about the product. It'll tell them the claims. It'll tell them in some of the ingredients. It tells them, there's also people's comments, other shoppers that may leave comments, and they can read those if they want to. There's a couple tutorials on there, so they can, and there's a Mirror Me app, so people can try on colors, and that doesn't cost anything. There's a skin analyzer, so people can have their take a real quick photo, and the skin analyzer will suggest where different aspects of their face, the wrinkles, the toning, and suggest products, and it's just fantastic. And then so you've got that, and then so let's say a person comes in. Here's another scenario: a person comes in, signs up as a consultant for $35. They don't buy any inventory at all, and let's say two people shop on their website, and one of them purchases $100 retail, and another one. So then you're at 30%. You're going to get 30% of that. You didn't buy any inventory at all, but you paid the $35. You're a consultant. You signed up. You enabled your website, which is free to you too, for that $35. And somebody comes on your website and orders that $100. You got $30 commission, or that's your money that you've earned from that. And then let's say another person comes on and orders $350 retail, which that's not unheard of at all in Mary Kay. That because maybe they're going to get a full skincare set that costs $230, and then they're going to get a couple other, some foundation and maybe a mascara and a couple things, and it's going to total $350 retail that customer is going to spend, because customers do spend that kind of money. They spend it at cosmetic counters and they spend it online, so they just as well spend it on your site, right? So there's two customers, and between that $350 and that $100, that totals $450 retail, correct? Okay, so now the company is going to start giving you, with the next order, 50% of whatever is purchased on your site now, instead of 30, because you reach the $450 retail, which comes out to $225 wholesale of what, if you would have purchased it, but you didn't even purchase it. Your two customers purchased it and made that combination together. So now you're at 50%. And so you're at 50% of the next order for that in that month. And then the 2 full months after that, you can order any product that you want. If you want to order $50, you want to order $20, you want to order $10, and you're going to get 50% off. And you didn't order any product before that. Absolutely zilch. Isn't that something? That is amazing. This company is fantastic. We are not like other direct sales companies in many, many aspects. And that's why it really does, it's really to someone's advantage to simply ask questions and listen to the answers and ask more questions if they want more information and get the facts, because getting the facts shows that person that, hey, this is a real opportunity that you really can make money. And there are lots of us in Mary Kay, not just a couple. There are lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of consultants that make money simply from selling products. Now, if we want to build a team, that means recruiting, building a team, inviting people to hear about the opportunity, and then it's their choice if they want to become a consultant. We do not twist arms. Some people may twist arms, but the majority of us do not twist arms. We might twist a little bit to get them to listen, and to really hear the facts about Mary Kay if we think that there's somebody that this would really benefit. And sometimes, we don't know that for sure, but sometimes, you have a feeling about somebody that maybe this is a customer and you've known them for a while, and you just know that they would be, if they took advantage of this opportunity, more than likely, it could be really great for them. So sometimes, we might get a little pushy about, please just listen, just ask me some questions, but never do I try to talk somebody into it. Giving information and wanting somebody to hear that information is totally different than pushing somebody to become a consultant, because I do not do that. I might encourage people to ask me questions and to listen, because this is an advantage. And I've seen the results from lots and lots of people. I've heard the many, many, many stories. I've seen my own benefits. And that's why I stay in the company for a variety of reasons, but I keep promoting the company and the products because I know the products are excellent and I know this opportunity is excellent. And many, many other people do too. And the people that don't are either people that didn't give it a chance. They expected, miracles right away, success right away. Success right away doesn't come from any company. I don't care what it is. You may have some initial luck with certain companies or something, but a person's going to have to work to keep that success going. That's just the way it is for all business. Anytime we're going to succeed and be, have the benefits come to us, the what we consider good or what we're desiring, we're going to have to put in that effort. And there's different kinds of effort. And that's what's great about another great aspect of Mary Kay Cosmetics is that this is not like what I do to build my business isn't how you have to build yours, or like what Mary does to build her business doesn't mean I have to build my business that way in order for me to be successful. This is a business, and especially in today's world where we have so much opportunity with technology and social media, to be able to do virtual and to be able to get our message to people that don't maybe live, next door to us or in our neighborhood or in our town. The opportunity has really grown significantly. So, okay, so anyway, back to recruiting. Now that's another avenue of income. Like I said before, you can start earning 30% with only becoming a consultant for $35 and ordering absolutely no product. And you could reach 50% and still have ordered no products if customers shop on your website within 1 month. Whether it's 10 customers or 1 customer or however many, and during that month, the retail value from those the consumers, added together sales ended up being 450 retail. Then you as a consultant will start getting 50%. Now you could also get 50% if you ordered $225 wholesale. So that means you're paying the company $225 for products that you're going to receive that are would retail for $450 retail. So sometimes that sounds a little confusing to people. It's not confusing once you have dealt with it and learn about it and have used it. but in the beginning, sometimes it can be. So just ask us questions if it sounds confusing and you're still not sure. We understand that it can be confusing, but anyway, so all of that can happen, and you don't have to recruit anybody for that, for those scenarios that I just talked about to happen. Now, if you do want to build a team, that means sharing information, and then that person decides, yes, this is something I want to do. And so then they would fill out an agreement. They can do that online. And it's really simple. It's very simple for them to read that and to understand it. It's not complicated. It's basically common sense, a lot of it, most all of it actually. And it's going to cost them $35. And then inventory is a discussion that can be, they can have with you if they want to. That's, would be recommended to, find out what they want to do with their business. And then, give them the different options that are available to them, because there are free things at different levels if they do want to participate in that. There's lots of, different offers. But they can shop at 50% right from the beginning, just like, everyone can. And they haven't recruited anybody. And so now, if I'm a new consultant and I've decide that I want to have a team member, I've got my 50% if I ordered the 225 wholesale. I've got that right away. Or if I don't, I have the website, and if people came on my site and ordered anything until it reaches $450 retail, I'm going to get 30%. When it reaches $450 retail, then I'm going to get 50%. And I'll have it for that month and for the next 2 following full months. And then I don't have to order again, and nobody has to order. I'm still a consultant for the rest of that year. But if I do want to order, 6 months after that, if I want to do a 225, I can. Or in the meantime, if I don't want to do anything, but people come on my site, I'm promoting my site, I just click on something and send it to somebody, and then they order. I'll receive either 30% or 50%, depending on the retail amount that happens from their order in 1 month. So it's pretty simple. But if I decide a team member, then now I've got a team member. Okay, so the company is going to pay me because I shared information and that person signed up on my team. It doesn't matter. I'm not responsible for what the team member does. I can help her with her or him with questions. I can encourage if I want to. And that would be to my advantage, right? And it would be to the consultant's advantage. So, but if I feel like I don't want to do that, then maybe I don't want a team build, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. You don't have to. And we also have a director, like I, as a consultant, will have a director. And so the director will help with that education and question answering and support too. And so will the company. The company will help with all of that too. And there's lots of other people. And we have an adoptee system. So if we both live, let's say we live in different states, somebody lives in California and somebody else lives in New York. That's a distance, right? But we have what we call the adoptee system. So that person that lives in California, maybe I'm in New York, they can go to anybody's Mary Kay events that they choose to, or they can have an adopted director in the area that they are if they choose to, but they don't have to. It's totally up to them because we are independent. So we make our choices. Okay, so the company with one team member, based on what the team members' orders are in 1 month, the company will pay the consultant 4% with one team member. With 2, 3, or 4 team members, it goes 4, 6, or 8%, depending on the total retail value at the end of the month of collectively what the team members have ordered, all of them together. If a team member, if a consultant has 5 team members that all order a minimum of 225 wholesale in 1 month, or no, they don't have to. They maybe they don't. Maybe they've ordered it in a couple of months, because remember, somebody's active for the month they ordered the 225 and the 2 full months after. So they're active. So if a team member has 5 team members minimum that are active, then that team member at the end of the month, whatever, maybe only 2 team members ordered that month, but it totals up to $1,000 retail. Then the company pays the consultant that those are her team members, the company pays her 9%. So 9% of 1,000 is $90. So that consultant received the $90, but she's also received 50% on what she sold herself, whatever, Now, sometimes you might have a really big team, maybe you have 30 people. So then you can decide if you want to be a director, even with, I think it's 20, is it 24 now? I can't remember for sure, but, even with, I think it's 24, but I have to look. But, and you and your team, when you're going for directorship, it's the person going for directorship and the team members all work together, and there's a certain dollar amount that they need to do each month collectively, and then at the end of 3 or 4 months, if the total amount has been met, which is a reasonable amount, then that person becomes a director, and then the commissions go up to 13%, or 25%, I think it is, or 26%. So I'm not sure about those numbers, but we have it all in black and white if somebody is interested. So just think, if you had a bigger team, sometimes there's thousands of dollars. I've seen lots of people. We used to have a magazine. We still have the magazine, but now it's online, and they don't print out the checks like they used to, which is fine, because in today's world it's a little different about everybody seeing our money. But I've been in Mary Kay since 1982, so I've seen many monthly magazines with lots and lots of, because they used to always print the top 100 checks from 5 different groups. At one point we had 5 different groups. I don't know if we have 3 now or 4, because they've combined some of them. But and then they started printing the top 25 instead of, I think it was the 100. But I've seen checks of $50,000. I've seen checks of $20,000. I've seen that, more average was 7 to 10,000 was probably more average for a monthly amount. But I have seen the 50s. I have even seen 100,000 a month for maybe a couple of people, not a lot, but as they're really building, and having lots and lots of people on their team. So yes, people make some really great money in Mary Kay Cosmetics, and you have to work, and why not? Because the work is something that we, basically it's 2 things, right? Sharing our products and sharing our career opportunity. That's it. We're teaching, we're educating people about our opportunity with questions, answers, scenarios, stories, and we're demoing products either on, through virtual or face-to-face, through samples, through brochures, through telling people about them, videos, and people are purchasing, and that's how we earn, money from our sales. So, and then the company gives us perks and gifts and all kinds of different wonderful things for meeting certain levels, and the company makes us excellent products to sell and to use, of course. And this opportunity just keeps, it's already great. And it just keeps being great. It just keeps being great, and the opportunity to learn, to become our best self, to help other people. Can't beat that, right? So thank you so much for your time. If I can help with anything, I'm totally glad to. Maybe you'd like to become a consultant. Just, if you have a director or you have your own Mary Kay consultant already, check it out with them. I'm sure they'd be glad to help you. And if you don't have somebody, I'm glad to help you. So thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it.